Have you ever heard of a temple where the goddess is believed to bleed once a year? Why do people say that animals willingly come here? How Lord Vishnu's cut Sati Devi body's 51 sacred pieces, where most of people still not talking about it. Today, let us uncover the secrets hidden within the ancient and mysterious about Kamakhya Temple. Hey, hi everyone. This is Vishwa. Welcome to Chronicles of Spiritual. Let's get into that. There is no idol, there is no statue, there is no human like a representation of goddess. Instead, inside a dark cave like a sanctum, there is a natural formation shaped like the female generative organ, where it is the blood flows like a water, which is there high on the Nilachal hills in Assam stands, which is Kamakhya Temple, one of the most important Shakti Peethas in India. And this is not a typical temple. This flowing spring is considered the living presence of Goddess Kamakhya. Here, why the blood bleed only 3 days? So I am going to reveal that answer most shocking that nobody has talked openly. Why? Every year in June, usually between June 22 to 26, during these days, there is a festival called Ambubachi, which some things happen over here. It is about 3 days. The temple closes almost completely. During this time, no devotees are allowed. Even priests do not perform their daily activities or rituals. This period is believed that the time where the goddess undergone menstruation. According to the scriptures like a Devi Bhagavata Purana, the Mother Earth herself menstruates during this time. That is the why festival is called Ambubachi, which means that flowing of water or speaks how water speaks. I am talking about the real blood that people see, touch and drink, take home as an offering. Let me clear this confusion. See, why does people carrying it? Why only women? See, during these 3 days, the Ambubachi festival where the goddess has periods, the only woman may serve by the inner holy room. That's it. But here the amazing thing is, while most temples banned women during this kind of periods, but the Kamakhya celebrates its goddess period. During these 3 days, the men are not banned from the Kamakhya temple. Men can visit 362 days from the year, but during only these 3 days, they are not allowed inside the room. How does the water become red? See, there is a Brahmaputra river near the temple which turns blood, not the whole river, just near the temple. The water flowing from the sacred inside turns red, and the white cloth also placed over the sacred stone, which is also turns red. Some say red water plants. There are some scientists say about it that due to the iron rust or red minerals from the mountains, it become a red water. But they cannot answer why exactly same 3 days every year for over 1000 years. The people's claims about this, the water flowing from the spring inside the sanctum turns red. After 3 days, the temple reopens, the white cloth become a red, which is Rakta Vastra, is distributed as a sacred offering. As we discussed, why no idol here? Unlike most temple, Kamakhya does not have a statue of the goddess. Instead, devotees descend the narrow stone steps into a cave inside the most rock cleft. So how this place became as a Kamakhya temple? To know the before that, we would like to know what made the Lord Shiva so furious about this here. According to the Kalki Purana, when the goddess Sati has died, the Lord Shiva has carried her body into grief to stop cosmic destruction. During that time, the Lord Vishnu saw and seems to be the situation become like a serious. So that the Lord Vishnu has cut her body into 51 pieces. Whereas the air Lord fell, it becomes a Shakti Peethas was formed, which is one of the Satish Om fell over here, so it became a Kamakhya temple. That is why Tantrics say without the Yoni worship, all the prayers are useless. This is the place where life force strongest. Creation happened every moment through that flowing water like a water. Symbolically, the Sati Om, it represents creation, it represents fertility, it represents life force. So what was happened before that, and how did a Rakshasa turn into a deep lover to devoted a sacred place? What really happened here? There is a love story which nobody tells you. According to the Kalki Purana says, this temple was built by a demon king Narakasura. Why this demon king? He was made in love with Kamakhya Devi. This story appears in the Kalki Purana. So historically, The present structures was rebuilt in the 60th century King Narayan. Earlier, the temple structures may date back over 1000 years. So, what exactly was happened? So, Nanaka was actually Lord Vishnu's son born. When Vishnu took the form, he became evil and powerful. He defeated all the gods. But when he saw Kamakhya Devi, he fell in love instantly. He asked to marry her. So the goddess knew his evil nature, but he could not say no directly. So she gave him an impossible condition. You build me a temple with a pond, stones sacrifice, a stone staircase from the river to the hilltop. So the Narakasura is trying. He is building about this temple and all. So that he, as we know, he is the strongest person. All in the one night, he's trying to become succeed. So that the Devis offered him that if you succeed within one night, I will marry you. So the Narakasura was so powerful. He almost did it. When he nearly succeeded, Devi saw about how he making that. Then she played a trick by making him that there is a rooster crow early in the morning, thinking that the sunrise had come early. So the Narakasura has stopped to building the temple. So he thought that the morning had come and stopped the work. But the Narakasura didn't know about this trick, so that got constructed over here. This is how the temple got constructed over here by Narakasura. During 2003, there are scientists from Guwahati University. They did carbon dating in that location. They found the bottom part of the temple. It was 2,200 years old, based on the evidence standing proofs. According to the Kanakapura, clearly says that Kamakhya is the most powerful among all the 51 Shakti Peethas. There are the most powerful forms of the goddess like Kali, Tara, Tripura Sundari, Bhavaneshwari, Bhairavi, Chinnamma, Dhumavati, Bhagalmukhi, Mathangi and Kamala. Like no other place in the world has all, the Kulavarana Tantra says that this is the world's headquarters of Tantra. Every Tantric must visit here at least once without Kamakhya blessings. Do you know here? The animals willingly come here offering themselves during that Ambubachi festival. It's like almost as they are walking toward to their own fate. So I must tell you the complete truth. So the animal sacrifice does occur here. Goats are commonly offered, like buffalo sacrifice during the major festivals. From a historical perspective, sacrifice traditions existed in many ancient cultures. In Tantric Shakti tradition, sacrifice symbolized offering of ego and primal energy. To the belief that animals walk willingly, devotional testimony, not scientifically documented behavior. During that time, the one or more goat killed as offering and around 19 buffaloes give as an offering. So this should be happened according to the Kalki Purana. It's been happening more than 2000 years. Here no force needed. If it does not want it, even many people can drag the animal there. So look at the sphere of that god for an animal. So what exactly you understand the deeper message of this Kamakhya temple? So these mysteries which I shared today, these are not just stories. Millions have seen them, experienced them. They have been changed. And Kamakhya is not just a temple. It's a proof that the divine feminine is the substrate from the physical feminine. The goddess does not hide her biology, where she celebrates it. How does a silk cloth turn into red? How does the silk cloth turn into red? How does the spring never dry? Why do animals walk the death willingly? By science. Maybe till begins where the logic ends. You know what Kamakhya reality teaches? The Devi Mahatya says beautifully the goddess exists in all beings as a power of creation. In a world that hates human bodies, but here the temple who worships like a female organ, where the celebrate feelings at most sacred one. So, for centuries, the people have come here searching for answers, blessings, and spiritual power. Some may leave with peace, some may leave with more questions. But the one thing is certain, the story of temple, the legend of Sati, the Lord anger of Lord Shiva, the act of Lord Vishnu that created the second Shakti Peethas, which still continues fascinate in the world. And maybe that's why people still visit this place again and again, trying to understand the mystery for themselves. But this is the only one part of the story. If you want to discover more hidden secret ancient legends, unexplained mysteries, make sure subscribe to this channel and join us journey. Thank you.